Hello guys, it is Jolene here from the Best Vinyl Cutters. Before we hop into today's tutorial, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got loads of beautiful tutorials lined up for you guys. We are going to make a multicolored HTV decal today. And the skill I am focusing on is how do we actually cut all of our bits and pieces that will be on different vinyl on one mat only. So instead of loading and unloading mats and cutting vinyl and everything else, how do we actually do it on one mat? Because it makes life a lot simpler when you actually get to do that. So I have a really fun SVG file today, and it's an SVG file I created. It's actually an SVG file that I painted, so its edges are a little bit more handmade than a digital design, but it's a beautiful SVG file. And if you would like it, you can hop into the description if you're on YouTube, and you can click on the link and you can grab it for free. So we've got a rainbow. What better decal to make that's multicolors than a really cool little rainbow? And the SVG file has some writing on it called Little One. Now you can pop that layer off. So if you would like the rainbow but you don't want the wording, it is a layered SVG file. So you have the ability of switching it off and replacing the words, or just leaving it off altogether. But because it's a little one, I am going to go with a really cute baby onesie. How cute is that? And I am going to use some really beautiful pastel-y HTVs for my rainbow. That will look pretty cool, don't you think? Whoopsie daisies. So make sure that you've got a few different colors of HTV. You do not have to go with a rainbow. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going to show you the trick of how to get around the multiple mat issue. On top of that, you obviously need, my Cricut cuties just fell over. You obviously need your cutting machine. I'm using a Maker, but you can use a Explorer 2 if you wish. And then you need your Easy Press or an iron, but I'm an Easy Press girl. So grab your heat mat or a folded towel, grab your green mat, and grab your Easy Press. Now for a baby onesie, you do not need this big press. You can use the smaller one. I just have the one size so that I can do whatever I want, but I just thought I would put it out there. So guys, we are first of all going to hop in design space so that I can show you guys what I'm doing. I can show you my layers, I can show you how I work with it, and I will show you that really cool trick of how we can get all of it on one mat and how we can arrange all of these different colors onto our mat so that we can cut out our bits and our pieces. You guys excited? Because I'm excited. All right, let's hop over to the laptops and get stuck into it. Here we go.
Okay guys, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. So once you start a new program, all you need to do is to go to upload your image, and then to select it. So I've already done that step, and we've got our beautiful rainbow sitting in Cricut Design Space. Now, I've designed this SVG file so that it has different colors automatically. So if I ungroup this, you're going to be able to move each layer around as you wish, which in some cases means that you can cut it out separately, and it might keep it easier if you are a beginner. So by all means, leave these as different layers, and then when you go to make it, you're going to have different mats. So first you will cut your black piece, and then you'll cut your orange piece, and then you'll cut your yellow piece and your green piece. It's time consuming because you've got 6 mats, and you're going to have to load and unload and cut each piece by itself. I kind of like to do things just a little bit quicker so that I can cut all of these layers on one mat. So first of all, you would need to have a picture of what that's going to look like at the end, because we're going to change all of these layers into one color, because remember, Cricut cuts one color on one mat. So to do that, you can go up to the top here on the right hand side and click on this color sync. And now I can just click and drag each of my rainbows into the black layer to make all of them the same color. So see how I just pick it up and just drag it with my mouse and drop it, and all my colors start changing to the same color. Now it looks like a really ugly rainbow, but I'm going to make it pretty, but I know that Cricut's going to cut this all on one mat. So I click on Make It. And see how it's put it all on one mat. Ta-da! But we can't leave it like this because we can't have our pieces this close together when we want to cut with different colors. So what we need to do is to rearrange our pieces so that we can have enough space in between things. So if I put my black wood here, I know that I need to go and cut a piece that is 2 inches by 3 inches, that's black, and put it in my top left-hand side of my green mat, and that way my black wood will cut in black. Then I need to take my next color, right, which I think was my yellow piece. So don't forget you need that picture. I just take a screenshot of it before I change the colors. That's what I do. And then I look on my phone. So this is my yellow piece and I want to pop it somewhere away from these lines. So if I had my black piece here, it becomes tricky to figure out where to place my yellow piece of vinyl. Okay, so instead I like to know that I'm going to put my yellow piece of vinyl on this line here. So I put it in between the solid lines, and now I know I need to cut my yellow piece of vinyl so that it will fit into this 4 to 7 inch area, and I will take it down to 2.5 inches. And now I know how big a piece of yellow I need to cut and where I need to place it. And you do the same with all of your other ones. So I'll just position that in here. And I know for this little one, which is going to be my pink layer, I'm going to cut a piece that is so it's 2 inches in size and 2 inches in size. And I'm going to put the pink piece on 10 to 12 inches and down to 7 inches. So this is going to be my pink block. Okay, I'll show you guys that in a minute. And then we just need to pop these ones. Again, I like to place it rather than having it here and trying to save my vinyl, but then it's going to be so tricky to try and fit it in. I just move it down, and then that way I know I can place my next layers from 3 inches down. And that's all I do, guys. And now that I've decided where I want each piece, I'm going to grab my green mat. And with my picture, knowing which colors I wanted to make what, and with my picture on my screen here so that I can see where I need to stick each color, I'm going to cut my little pieces. I'm going to do it the quick way and use scissors, so it's not going to be perfect. You could use a trimmer if you really wanted to get it down perfect. So I'm going to cut all my different color pieces, and then I'm just basically going to color block on my green vinyl so that I'm going to end up with 6 different colors. And then I can cut it all in one go, which is just quite a lot faster than loading and unloading my mat.
So you have a look at your map on the screen, and we can see that the first piece we need to cut is about 2 to 3 inches in size. For my word, which is little one. And now keep in mind that we need to pop this upside down in a minute. Okay. All right, and then we're doing our rainbows. So let me pop this on in place. And we're gonna do the biggest piece, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3, 4 by 3, except we want to go a bit bigger than that. So I might go 4 by 3. Yeah, I might go around about there. And I'm not being very precise. As you can see, I do have a trimmer, and I could get my trimmer out if I so wish, but I'm just not quite that precise. So this one is supposed to go from around about 5 inches and 3 inches. So we've got to go 3 inches across and 5 inches, right? Let me just see what I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay, so it's 3 inches and from 5 inches in. So from here onwards, but of course I want to go a little bit higher and lower than what I need to. Got shiny side down. Next piece is going to be this one, and it's going to go from 3 to 6 inches. So let's do 3 to 6 inches. And how big do we need this one to be? Up to 4 inches. Okay. So maybe it would be easier to just grab a trimmer. Anyway, guys, you need to do what works for you. This is easier for me, but I'm obviously not getting very precise edges, which maybe next time around means I am not going to get straight edges for my vinyl. Okay, we've got those 2 strips done. Now let's get onto the orange one, or the yellow one, the creamy one. And this one goes from about 3 inches down. So we're going to go down about there. And can you guys even see that? And it is 1, 2, 3 inches in width. So I need a bit more of this. You see how I'm going? Yep, that's pretty good. Okay, so this one is just next door over here. And then we've got the next one from about 7 inches. So see how we're creating a little bit of a puzzle piece here. This one is tiny, it's only 2 inches in size. I just want to go a bit bigger than that though. And how long is it going to be? 3 inches. So let's go 3 inches again to be safe. And I'll go just a bit more than 2 inches. Okie dokie. And face down. And the very last one, which is a teeny tiny little one, and it's going to fit in this spot here. And so I'm just doing a very rough cuts. Okay, and that's how I do it. As I said, you might feel more comfortable grabbing your trimmer, or I've got a little bit over the edge there, so I'm just going to trim that down. Or even just a marker and mark it. But the point of doing this is so that we can work fast. And this is how we cut multiple colors of vinyl on one mat. See, it looks like a little bit of a maze or a puzzle piece. Okay, and let's set it up. So remember, it has to be on mirror cut. I've just got everyday iron on, and a fine point blade is what we need. And that is pretty much it, guys. So pressing C to get started. Off we go. Awesome, it's done. My table is looking better, which is really cool too. Okay guys, now it's just time to weed, and my weeding is going to be so incredibly easy because I've got rainbows. So there really isn't a lot of weeding that I need to do at all, which is really cool. Great. Ta-da, one's done. Next. Oh, okay. All right, guys, so what you need to do is to weed away, obviously, all of that excess vinyl. Now, I don't need you to watch me doing every single step here. So what I will do is to finish off the weeding, and then I'll meet you guys when I have my easy press set up, so we can get this all stuck down. All right, see you guys in a minute. Okay, so next we need to just heat up our heat press that we've done already. So I'm working with Siser, which means I've got, and actually it's gone too hot again, but I'm supposed to have 305 and 10 to 15 seconds. And you can either hot or cold peel this one. It's really hard to stuff up Siser. It's a really, really good brand of iron-on. And if you're not sure about what temperatures to use, we've got a fabulous book that's full of cheat sheets, and we've got a cheat sheet specifically for Siser stuff and easy press, and that way you can see exactly whether you need to hot peel, cold peel, how much pressure you need to apply, and all of that. So you might or might not know that to find the middle of something, we can simply fold it in half, give it a press so that it's got a press line. Okay, so see how it's got a press line running down the middle now, and then we can take your iron-on and fold that one in half as well and get the middle. Whoop. And then we have the ability to layer it up fairly well. That looks about good. I'm happy with that. We'll grab the purple one and we'll start building a rainbow. Ouch. So let's break this down a little bit. Okay, this one's ready to go. So let's rock and roll. Done. We can hot or cold peel this vinyl, guys, so it's ready already. So have a look at that. See how easy this one is to peel? Isn't that incredible? I love Siser. So let's build the next one. I want to try and make sure that I'm lining up my bottoms of my rainbow, which is why I couldn't go with all of my one layer idea I had, because I couldn't get those bottoms to line up, and I really want them to be lined up. So that looks pretty cool. And I'm going to place some this is just kitchen baking paper just to protect the other vinyl. 15 seconds. So remember, if we're going to do multiple layers, we probably really could do about 2 to 5 seconds per layer and then give it a full dosing at the end rather than doing a full one each time. But as I said, Siser is so forgiving. It's so hard to stuff it up. So I don't worry about it that much. Come on, Pink, you've got to sit in here really nicely. And little one on the bottom. Oh, that is so cute, guys. All right, guys, and then it's just the final layer. So let's just do that black one at the bottom. The black one at the bottom is a Cricut, and it's not going to come up quite as easy as the other ones. Plus, I have to wait to cold peel it as well. So let me do that. I'll just take this mat out from underneath so that it can cool down a lot, because this mat is meant to keep in a lot of heat. So if you want to cool peel your vinyl, you can take that away and it's going to help you get rid of the heat a lot quicker. All right, guys, my baby onesie is done. Have a look at my beautiful rainbow, all cut on one mat, all of these colors. So it goes to show that you do not need to stick to the rule of doing one color on a mat. So start changing that, start saving yourself a little bit of time and effort, and you can create yourself something really cute and beautiful. All right, guys, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we've got loads more very cute tutorials and very helpful ways in which you can use Cricut Design Space coming up, and we'll see you guys then. Bye for now.